Now, are we giving out much praise for the next gentleman that it will be discussing on our program?
Boy. We've been getting a lot of calls here at the Rapcast studio.
Yeah.
Alex, Andrew, as the number one white rap podcasters, what are your thoughts on the new white boy rapper, J. Cole? J. Cole.
Oh boy.
Jack
Oh,
Harlow.
boy.
Okay,
You're gonna get some hate for this one.
That was a fair mistake.
I'm clipping that.
Jake Harlow. Yeah, this hit the fucking second tower. I think it caused fluctuations in the market.
Yeah, I feel like gas prices went up as soon as this album came out. One of the best days on Twitter that I can remember in a long time.
The internet servers were like
that shit.
working overtime.
God, so funny.
And yeah, it was funny to hear people's
IRS one. Like,
yeah. My favorite one was D'Angelo.
D'Angelo is great. Yeah. There was like some Nazi one that was great as well.
White Thought.
Yeah. What was it? A Tribe Called...
A Tribe Called Cops?
Cops.
Yeah, A Tribe Called Cops. Man.
So good. But he, to me, like Jack Harlow did it to himself here.
I think that his marketing team deserves a fucking gold medal. Because
is this all intentional? You think?
They played this perfectly, and even him saying the thing in the interview about how I got blacker.
Yeah,
they knew exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're causing a new thing of outrage because fundamentally this music isn't that groundbreaking.
No,
you need
not
to
at
get
all.
people talking about it somehow. Right. I've seen these discourses go around many times, and I really feel like I've been around the block enough to recognize that this is like controlled opposition here, because fundamentally Jack Harlow is a mediocre rapper who had a bit of a moment during the pandemic. Some good songs. We all partied to fucking What's Poppin'.
Yeah.
I gotta be straight with you. He had some other hits into the 2020s.
Nail Tech.
Fucking the Industry Baby one with that was a good one too.
The Lovin' Me or whatever song.
And honestly, Jackman is not a terrible album. The 2023.
I think song Denver's pretty decent. There's like two other ones I think
song
I have
Ambitious
saved.
From that one I liked
that one.
as well. But fundamentally, you need to have something to generate discussion and have get people talking about this because the music itself isn't that much to write home about.
No, not at all.
I don't think it's that bad though, personally.
If you take away the whole context of everything that we have made fun of in the past few weeks and just listen to the music itself, it doesn't sound that bad. It's just so unoriginal, and it's such a like D'Angelo rip and that kind of neo soul style rip that it's just offending a lot of people because of that. And I completely get it.
I get that, but I find that the overly hating on Jack Harlow, especially for white people, is coming off a little bit performative, in my opinion. Because the reality
is, he deserves it all.
I think you dig into this record and you've got songs produced by Robert Glasper, vocals from everyone from Mustafa to Raven Lenae, this guy James Savage who's featured on the album. Mm-hmm. There's all kinds of great musicianship that went into this.
Well, to me, it just
I feel like we're just shitting all over like actually a lot of black creativity that went into the album.
The problem is with what you're saying is that those things that you just mentioned are the best part about this album by far. The production, the little background vocals, the people that can actually like sing worth a damn.
That's what made
are the
it
best
a listenable thing.
Yeah, but Jack Harlow is just insufferable through the whole thing, in my opinion, and it's just super cringe. I don't buy it. I don't buy this flip. He's doing the classic rap goes country, but now he's going R&B. I don't blame him for being bored with the music that he was making, because that's kind of what he said it was happening. He was just going to the studio every day, and he was just like not really feeling the shit he was doing, so he wanted to switch it up. I applaud the switch up. It could have been worse for sure, but I am fully on the hate train here, and I'm not getting off anytime soon. I haven't considered that it being this whole, campaign that is going after him being kind of a planted thing from his PR team or whatever.
Yeah,
I never considered that. That's definitely possible because it's called the album's called Monica, which is like if you say it in a certain way,
I don't know
sounds
if
like
I
something.
buy that. That's a covert way of him to say the N-word.
I don't know.
if
I don't
buy
think.
that.
I don't think it's a coincidence. But why is it called Monica in the first place? I have no like Lewinsky. Like, what does this have to do with anything?
From Friends, the best white TV show.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
No, but like,
Is his mom named Monica or something? Like what? Like why?
it's probably about some girl that he had a crush. I don't know. Like,
But that's
whatever.
not even,
It's,
like-
it's a romance album. What you can't name. You can name it after any woman's name, and it would.
Are you
Like,
telling me people are gonna fuck to this Jack Harlow album? Are you kidding me? That's
I
preposterous.
could see you putting it on the background for some
It
some
is
red wine and
the epitome
you
of
know.
background music. I'll give you that because it's
I
loungy,
don't
it's
think
elevator.
bad
it's
as background. If you background.
no, I'm
it,
not saying it's bad as
yeah.
background music, but it means that I don't want to listen to it in its
I-
fully with my full intention.
I'm not like a huge defender of this. I wouldn't go so far to say I think he's insufferable on this thing. I think there's a couple tracks
There
where
are like two songs
he's
that I'm like, okay,
trying
this
to be
isn't-
too romantic and
too
it
bad.
just cringes me out.
Yeah,
But I think there's a handful of songs where he does his best at it. The only thing that holds it back is just he doesn't go for it quite enough to in order to make
Well, because
R&B
he
work.
can't,
You
because
have
he's
to
not a
have
singer.
real passion.
Yeah.
Real put yourself out there.
yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know if he really has the capability.
I don't think so.
But I think he put a solid effort in, a solid like C plus, B minus effort into it. His vocal,
he tried. I'll
he-
give him that.
the problem is like, the understated stuff, like the understated vocal performance kind of works better when you're a better vocalist.
Yeah.
And not when you're a crappier vocalist and you're just doing that to try to mask your.
That you can't sing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's just the hate train got a little too
Yeah, it
crazy.
It could have been worse. It's a short album, which is in its favor, I think. It just when you get to that James Savage song, you're like, oh, this is someone that can actually sing, and this is how this album could sound if there was like a capable actual R&B singer
Yeah.
that was in control of this. I'm like, oh wow, it just makes me think if this was a Mustafa song instead, if this was an Omar Apollo song who was also on this album instead,
Oh,
like
yeah, there would
this
be
would have been
1,000 times more.
yeah, are you kidding
soul.
me? Yeah, I would have and heart and passion into it. Whereas I don't think to be fair, I don't think he's chasing a bag here. I don't think he's clout chasing because is there a lot of clout and bags to get in like the neo soul kind of genre in 2026? I don't think so.
I don't think that's a pivot that
He's
a white rapper would do. Like,
at least it's not country as
As
well.
a-
You could say.
yeah.
He's touring
I
for
would
this
much
album,
rather this
which-
than Jelly Roll and
For,
Post
oh yeah,
Malone.
for sure. Yeah, it's 10 times better than the Post Malone album. He's touring for this album, which I'm really curious to see what happens there.
Intimate
What-
Nights.
Yeah, what kind of is he going to be playing at Scotiabank? Like, I don't think he can. History, I'd say,
Depends on how he
Like,
wants
I
to
don't- yeah,
go about.
like-
Like, because he could do a
because
bunch
these
of
are
his
only
lit
9.
songs.
He only has 9 of these songs where he can do this. The rest of it's going to have to be his party stuff.
I actually went on a bit of a Jack Harlow deep dive.
Oh no.
Just going back and listening to his album, That's What They All Say from 2020. That was like when What's Poppin', that
Yeah.
was his moment. There's some decent songs on it. The one with him and Big Sean together.
Oh really?
But there's a song called Face of My City where he's like, co-signed by Diddy. Co-signed by Diddy. There's also a Chris Brown song on that album.
Ooh.
One of my more niche criticisms for Harlow is how much his rhyme schemes rely on his accent making, like saying Camaro, Dinero, Falero, Valero.
Right. His Kentuckiness.
Serious.
up.
I'm serious. I'm arrogant. I'm hearing it.
Right.
I'm hearing
Just
it.
kind of yeah. In the vowels.
But yeah, Come Home, The Kids Miss You was not very good album at all.
I didn't like that one. Yeah, Jackman wasn't that bad compared to this. and the other
Jackman,
stuff.
just like for a straight hip hop fan, like
yeah,
they could definitely get something out of that.
sure.
At the same time as there was a lot of the hate, I think sometimes came off performative. For me, I think also people jumping to defend it, that also comes off performative.
There's no winning with you with this one.
There's no winning.
Yeah.
I saw this one guy who was really caping hard for this, and everyone in the comments was savaging him, and
Yeah.
it was like, a lot of what these people are saying is valid, but at the same time, can we just be honest about if we liked some music and not get? I get that you might like this if you don't know what real
Yeah.
R&B, soul, jazz stuff sounds like.
If this gets more people into like D'Angelo, then that's a win.
Yeah.
And I will say yes, like I agree with you in the sense that like I mentioned it a little bit before, but like if you remove all of the context out of it and just remove the fact that he's white even from this and just listen to the music for what it is, it's not that bad. But it's because of the I'm blacker comments and the memes online. It's just so easy to to hate on it. And
I mean, I will say Mac Miller would have murdered some of these instrumentals.
Oh come on, man! I didn't even think about that. Fuck, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I
I don't have like a full track by track.
No,
but I'll say that
worth
Trade
it.
Places, Lonesome, I didn't mind.
I didn't mind All My Friends. I thought that one was okay. I agree with you on Lonesome.
Living
I'll
Alone
probably keep
got too romantic to the point I was like kind of puking.
Yeah, that was cringe.
It was funny how Against the Grain there was a clip of his parents talking about how they met, and even in their clip they didn't seem that interested.
No, they were like, "Great, we're gonna be on a Jack Harlow song."
Oh yeah, we went on a date, and then we went on another date the next weekend, and then after that, and then we got married a year later. It's like so like
oh
okay.
Great, cool.
Fucking Be Still My Beating Heart. Yeah. Like this is the love story of the century.
Mac on Divine Feminine has his grandma give a whole diatribe at the end of the album, like a tearjerker story about how she met her husband, and like, oh gee, like
about the enduring love of this old lady. Like
come on.
That album blows this out of the water.
No question.
And I thought that Say Hello, like I really like the instrumental of it, and it's you take his vocals and it's kind of backgroundy anyway. Yeah. I had fun with that last track.
If this is on at like a jazz bar or like a kind of low lit bar and I have a glass of whiskey in my hand, I could rock to it.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I think that's about it. That's the only circumstance.
It doesn't quite work as foreground, but I think this is fine background music. And
that's I'll respect that take.
At the end of the day, like his marketing team succeeded at getting us to talk about.
All right.
If he just put out a normal rap album, we wouldn't be.
No, it's true. Yeah.
There,
And he wasn't promoting this as an R&B album during the initial rollout before it was out. Like I think someone made a joke like a few days before it dropped, being like, "What if this is an R&B album?" We're like, "Oh shit, I think this might be an R&B album." And I was like, "Yeah, fat chance. Like there's no way." And then it turned out to be one. So funny how that works.
Anyway, I'm sure this will generate a clip where the people say, "What are this white guy's gonna defend them?" I mean, it is white mediocrity.
Yes, and so are we.
Exactly.
So we're allowed to talk about it.
So how can I? So if I'm gonna jump in front of this thing and be like, "Oh, I'm the biggest Jack Harlow hater in the world," it's like, well, how does that reflect on me? Like, it just kind of shows.
Well, as white guys, if we're gonna hate on anything, it should be this.
Yeah, valid.
Like that's where we really have the permission.
But Jack Harlow had a line where he was like, "All my haters look just like me." What does that say?
Yeah, Josh is right there. Like, it's not too far off.
I'm sitting here quoting Jack Harlow. I'm not a fan.
You've been a hater.
I'm not a fan.
This
show forces me.
Yeah, y'all sure. Blame it on the show. Blame it on the show.
Okay.
I
just see things. I'm a seer of culture.
Yeah, you're a seer.
And I am a take. Right. I came up with this take, and I am happy with how it's going.
Okay, that makes one of us.
Let's take a short break.
All right, we lost Josh. Your last Jack Harlow take was so bad that you ran him away.
White boys are falling out of the sky.
He's crying. He's away crying right now.